All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live in which we are going to talk about S&P Global hiring. And this is hiring is basically for the people who are from 2024 batch. So anyone today joined from the 2024 batch, so do let me know in the chat box quickly. So I'll be here to help you out with respect to what you have to prepare and what is the entire procedure that you have to follow in terms of apply. And also like if you have any kind of a question regarding this, so you can drop it here. I can help you. So the chat box is open for everyone. So anyone joined here, just quickly drop in the chat box so that we can start this session. All right, so we have someone. So basically, if you know, S&P Global is complete, like they work on like financial terms. So there's like this is a complete a company, and most of the time they deal a lot of with respect to analytics and financial and like credit scores and that you do, right? So they work for large companies. So for that, we have this opening for 2024 batch. So I'll give you a link, don't worry. So basically, first, I'll explain you everything what you need, and then at the end of the session, link will be uploaded in the description of the video, and also you will get that in the chat box as well. So overall, this is for associate software engineer role, and this is for the people who are from 2024 graduate. And here we have this opening for the multiple locations. So either one is from Gurgaon and Noida. So there are multiple locations, and so if we talk about more like job specific, like either they have given like software associate engineer as a title, but apart from that, if you can check their website, we have like the role like for the software engineer as well. Then we have for like quality assurance as well and associate software engineer. There's subdivision under the role. So that going to depend on the job title, may depend on the role under which team you're going to get work with, right? So the overall, even though it is like a software associate engineer, so we can like work as a quality assurance or software engineer, associate software engineer as well. So that depends on your experience. That depends on the skills that you have because they have mentioned multiple skills which are like some of for the cloud technology, some of or database related, some of or more of a programming related, right? So, like I said, this is going to be for the multiple locations and the team and impact. So you can read this details more in terms when I share this link. But we'll talk the main details that we are here for. What are the responses that you are going to play with after getting the job? So this basically you're going to develop some you're going to do some automation and perform some script that meet organization standards and these things, and you're going to design and develop some test plans. So basically you can read. So this is the entire details where you're going to kind of thing you're going to work on the APIs as well. So even if you know some of the programming languages that they have mentioned like in Python, Java and C sharp, so it's not just about the programming language. You should also know how to build like the applications using that. So this is not just going to be simply knowing some basic concepts of the programming language. So you need to understand the life cycle of complete software development, where it can follow some databases, some the models that they follow for architecture for the software development. These things also you should have some fundamental knowledge about that as well, and that will help you in terms of the interview to crack this. Okay, and apart from that, there are some pointers that they have mentioned under the responsibility that you can go. But the main thing that we will focus on, like what is the qualification that is needed for this. So here we have basically you're going to be final year students, and this is for 2024 batch, and either you are in a computer science and IT field, and you need to have good understanding of Python, C sharp, Java. So there's not necessarily like you have to know all this, but either you can pick any one programming language, either Python, C sharp, or Java, and whichever you're picking. Like for example, if you're from Python background, so you need to have good command on operating. You need to have some like object oriented programming concepts as well. So though that is in a Python or Java or C sharp, anything. And apart from that, like I told you, you're going to work on like end-to-end application building. So you need to understand how APIs work. So like I'm coming from Python background, I can tell you like in Python, you can use like Flask or you can use Django or Fast API. So these things will help you. So rest for the C sharp and Java people, like whoever is from this background, you might know like what are the skills that it takes to build this, and you can just brushing up on those topics will help you a lot. Then you need to have database knowledge on SQL or either Postgres SQL, and there is some relational database systems as well. So there is no clear separate mentioned here like which specific SQL tool is used, because there we have like a lot of things. Beginners might start with MySQL, then or you can have like Oracle or kind of things. So basically either you can start with there are like different flavors of SQL that we have. So any one tool that you have, either you're good at MySQL, or either you are good at Oracle, or you are good at like Postgres SQL. So which is good, you can go with that. And also you need to know how to write these queries in the relational database systems as well. And later on you should have a good knowledge on like how test cases work, and how you're going to do this testing, then creating and maintaining the defect reports, so this kind of thing. Then plus a strong communication skills and ability to produce clear, concise, and detailed documentation. Then you have to be problem solver. Analytical skills are like important, like analytical and troubleshooting. Then we have like basically they have given this work is going to be 24/5, so like rotational shift is going to be there. So you have to be willing to work in that. So it's not going to be just 9 to 5, but you might have like day, night, and that kind of a shift. Okay. Then what is the preferred qualification that you have? So you should know the testing, and that is like CI/CD or DevOps kind of a thing. So you need to understand like how end-to-end project works, so how the continuous integration and continuous deployment works. So using the tools like DevOps, and the basic computer knowledge, either you're on a Windows or Linux machine, and along with that some networking skills as well. And like I said, so basic cloud technologies as well. Either you can pick Azure, AWS, or Google. So there's nothing that you need to know, because eventually every company will move or is working with the cloud. So having one uh, good cloud background is going to help you with respect to that as well. So these are the basic core things that you need to know in order to apply for that. For people who are like looking for to prepare this kind of thing, I have already directly sent you the links on the chat box. Let's say if you're preparing for the OOPS concept, there's a link that I've sent you with respect to the Python. So you can just save that. And let's say someone who is trying to prepare from the basic, and you want to prepare like all this like programming skills, SQL, and like I've said, there's operating systems and like cloud technology things. So you can check our Prime. So people who have the Prime subscription, they know like we have all these resources already are there. So you can prepare for the cloud technology. You can pick our AWS course, and also we have complete dedicated like QA analyst course. So which is also, I said, there's a separate role. Like if you get placed into the team where the team works on the quality assurance, then this QA analyst Selenium course is completely going to be helpful for you. So you can check this. And after that, let's say you're just generally preparing, you can just go through our complete Python, C++, or Java course that they have mentioned. And after that, in order to crack the interview, so basically you need some kind of, this is very well, I see, is an analytical company, right? So that's why we have a complete track for the analytics as well. So which will help you in terms of preparing for all this analytical kind of a company. And the very important thing that you need to know to crack this is DBMS and SQL. So these two are going to help you a lot, because most of the time I have seen in the interviews. So in the one-on-one interview, they will focus a lot on the SQL. And I have seen students just they just go with some basic concepts of the SQL. But if you are preparing for this, and since this is a complete analytical based company, they deal a lot on the data. So you need to be very familiar with the functions like window functions, and you need to like have a good knowledge on the joins and subqueries. So these three topics in the SQL, which most of the students get confused, and interviewer might interview will definitely ask these questions on this. So I'll also repeat one more time. So whenever you are preparing for the SQL, focus on window functions, then focus on the joins and subqueries. So these are the three important topics, because with specific to this company, these are the on this they might ask you a lot of questions, so be make prepared for that. And these things also we have covered in our SQL and DBMS course as well. And if you want that specific pages, so we have, if you just check SQL and on preferencestar.com, so you will get all the written materials as well. You can go through the course, or you can go through written material. So there we have provided. So now in order to apply it, So here they have given this apply link, and this will need your like basically Workday account. So if you have already applied for any of the other company through Workday, so you can use the same application to apply for this as well. And let's say you do not have account, you can create the account from start and you can fill out all the details that they ask. And basically, this is something that like you have to follow all the prompts on the screen and you can just fill out the form. But previously, if you're applying for same, you can use the same. And if you want to make any modification with respect to this, you can just make the modification for that as well and submit this via this My Workday. Okay, so Workday, and this is all we have regarding this hiring. So if you have any kind of a question with respect to the preparation, or if you want to ask, so the chat box is open. So do let me know. I'll quickly tell you like how you can start your preparation for this. Okay, so we have some questions here. All right, so anyone, do you have any question? The link will be shared to you at the end of this session, and this will be pinned in the description. So you can just get this link from here. You have apply link. This will take you, like I said, to the Workday website. From there, you can apply for it. And as soon as, so this is the time you have to prepare. Like I said, you have to focus a lot on your SQL skills. Along with that, for the programming, you can pick like if someone wants to prepare for the programming as well, so you can pick our top 100 codes. Okay, so this is a website. I will also drop this website on basically this chat box as well. And also this top 100 codes here you have like whenever you are preparing for the programming interview, and these are the 100 codes I would definitely ask you to walk through. And here these are available on all the programming languages. So just go through that. For this will help you in terms of preparing for the programming thing, which they have asked you. And this will cover in terms of basically for the Python, C++, and Java and other programming language. There are some questions on OOPS as well. And for the SQL as well, you will get the same. And all the links are given in this. All right. So apart from that, if you have any question, so basically MCA 2024, I guess this is given specifically as the 2024 graduate, but since we have, there is no specific mention as the branch, and that is for only computer science and IT, but not a degree. So you can just go and apply it. So you can just check, because otherwise they would have mentioned only for the BTech or only for like this kind of thing, right? So here, as we have the basic qualification, they are just said, okay, so this is basically for the BTech and CSC and IT. So I guess this is not applicable for the student who are from the MCA. Apart from that, if you have any question regarding the preparation, just do let me know. I'll be here on the channel for some more time, and so that I can help you with respect to that. And if someone who is looking for how to prepare, so I would tell you need to start. Okay, so anyone? So basically, in order to, if you're looking for like how to prepare for this, you can just check prepinsta.com and Prepinsta Prime as well. There, all the skills that they have mentioned in this section, like this. So these are all already covered, and which will help you just go through in the last minute, and which will help you a lot in terms of just to brush up everything. And in the prepinsta.com also, you have a lot of questions as well where you can solve the quizzes, which are, by the way, all free for you. So that will be a good practice before going for this interview. All right. I guess we are good then. So if you have any further queries, so we have all the social media handles that we have given in the description. So you can reach out to us on our Discord. So if you need interview specific like more queries, and if you want to ask more about this, we have WhatsApp and Instagram groups that all will be mentioned in the description of this video, where you can reach out to us. Our team members will be really glad to help you out with all the information that you need. And also, you can just give us a call on the number that I've just posted on the chat box. So if you need any kind of help, the team members will be there to help you out with respect to that. All right. So I hope it is clear to you now. So the link will be shortly given in the description from where you can apply. And if you need any kind of help, just don't forget to reach out to us. All right.